So how you doing? That sucked. How you doing? That's better. How many of you have ever been bitten by an elephant? I thought this was an exciting group. Sorry. Okay, nobody been bitten by an elephant? How about a horse? How many people in this room have ever been bitten by a horse? 1, 2, 3. So you remember it? All right, 4. Very good. Do you remember it?
Yes.
How many of you have ever been bitten by a dog? And you remember that? Okay. Who wants to tell me quickly, how many times have you been bitten by a dog? Oh, okay. Who's been bitten by a dog? How many times? Twice? 5 times. What about a mosquito? How many people in this room have ever been bitten by a mosquito? Come on. Now, who can tell me the exact number of times you've ever been bitten by a mosquito? Exactly. But every single time, what did you do? You slapped at it, you scratched at it, you complained. Because in our world today, as this will pop up in just a second, it's the little things which annoy us and take too much of our time. And that's exactly what it is. We spend a lot of our time dealing with the very little annoying things, but they really aren't life-changing things for us. They are not the things that we should be focusing on. We have 168 hours per week. How much of that time do you invest in you? Now, I want you to get your little brain calculators going on here. I want you to start thinking about what you do to invest in you. Think of, what do you do to promote your education and skill set? What kind of reading, writing, and studying do you do for your own mental growth and interaction with people? That includes close family and friends. That is healthy for you and grows. This does include time at your job. That you are actually doing something which increases your skill set. Start calculating in your mind how many hours per day you do that. Now, at the same time, here's what it does not include. Non-growth radio and television. Love, Glee, doesn't count. All right? Non-growth social time. Sitting on the front porch waving at the neighbors does not. So take how many hours a day you think you use and put that times 7 and put that in your mind right now. Anybody got an idea they want to shout out per week? How many hours per week do you invest in you?
I got about 8.
8? 8's a good number. Hold on to that number in your mind. We're going to move to something else. Hang on to that number. Make sure you keep that number in your mind. The average car value in America. Now it's like, whoa, where did we go with that? I'll come back to it. The average car value in America is, any guess? $7,000, $8,000, $847 is the average car value in America. Now, in your mind, start thinking, how much money do you spend per year in your car in gas, maintenance, and expenses? Any guesses? By the way, the 7 to 12% is the depreciation value on your car per year. Hopefully, you yourself don't depreciate in your value 7 to 12% per year. We only hope. How much do you spend per year in your car? Come on, shout out a number. $2,000 is a good number. Actually, AAA says you'll spend $2,625 per year, which means you are spending almost 30% of the value of your car, reinvesting it in something that depreciates 7 to 12% a year. Now let's go back to the hours thing. You have 168 hours per week. The average American allegedly gets 8.5 hours of sleep and rest per day, which means each week you get 108.5 active hours. Now, I don't know about the rest of you. I'm not getting 8.5 hours of rest per night. So in the 168 hours per week, I'm getting about 6 hours of sleep and rest, which means I have 126 hours, active hours per week. You said you invest about 8 hours. If you are investing 10 to 15% of your hours per week in you are only investing between 8 and 12% of your active time growing you. So you're spending 30% of your time in your car and only 8 to 10% in you. Think about that for a moment. You only have 2 uniquenesses. They are your intellectual talents and your relationships. Those are exclusively yours and nobody else's. Now, I'm presenting stress and distress, how to balance your personal and professional life. Because in our society, we don't have that balance. We are spending way too much time on the little things, the mosquito bites, and not enough time on growing and improving ourselves. So how do we balance our personal and professional life? It's simple. Reduce the mosquito impact. Don't let the mosquito bites ruin your entire day. Stay focused on what's important. The fact that you can't find your favorite blue pen, sorry folks, not that important. Okay? And also, you need to stay focused. You need to stay focused on what's important, and you need to stay on what is real for you. Improve who you are every single day. Wade Meyer, Inviting Conversations, radio show on Sunny 95. Stay focused, folks.